Yep. Another crash. Sorry, guys. That just happens on my computer when I play this game. No around it. We just gotta pick up and start over. One day I'll get a new computer. I want to make sure I link this video in the Thorns Discord. Hold on, let me relink that. Alright, sorry. Almost fully back online. I'm not planning on taking fire res stuff, nope. We're gonna do full armor. Yep, if I go offline a couple times like that, guys, I probably need to get the text back on my screen that has the, my PC crashes when I play. Just as a heads up. Yeah, my PC just shuts off when playing PoE 2 sometimes. Especially when streaming. One day I'll get a new computer. When the game finishes selling well. Yeah. Yeah, the Undying Hate mod we've known about forever, but the Dying Hate setup is like... No, you're never doing that. I would need like an army of people buying Undying Hates and scouting for the perfect ones we need to put in the 4 perfect spots to get the perfect amount of tribute. And in order to do all that, you'd probably be giving up so much that you're probably better off running Crown anyway. But because there's no calculators for the those jewels, it's just... You would have to have literally just sit there buying Undying Hates and plugging them in, and then just like, oh, yep, this one doesn't have the ones I need. Oh, yep, this one doesn't have the ones I need. You would have to churn through so many of them. Like, if it was 100% chance, or maybe even 50%. No, it'd need to be 100 because of all the tribute you have to get for it. But... It shouldn't be 25%, because you need to get 4. And I don't think you can get 4, can you? You can only get 1 of them, right? Pretty sure those are limited to 1 per, right? So you can't even get 4. So yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. From what I've heard, Froggy, is it's not going to be solved for PoE 2. My understanding is that, like, the calculator for them will be impossible. Like, that's what I've been told, is, like, you should never expect a calculator for the Undying Hates in this game, is what everyone keeps saying. It feels like Christmas, yep. We are, it's the holidays, so it's, you know, gotta keep with the traditions, you know? Gotta keep with the traditions. Oh, nice. We got polymathy now, so. More strength. I mean, that's why I enjoy PoE 2 so much right now, is because, like, you know, it is that blind discovery every league. Hey, what's up, Academia? So I'm not super tanky yet, to where I can't depend on attacking. But we are pretty beefed to where we can eat his hardest hitting attacks. Try to get that. Is it your God tier nerd reference? Yeah, it is my, that book is my Lord of the Rings. It was my first fantasy series I ever read, so. And, I usually main warriors in World of Warcraft, and we transferred servers and my normal name was taken, and I just happened to be rereading the series then, and I was playing an Orc Warrior at the time, and KallTorak just kind of sounded like a World of Warcraft Warriors, like Orc Warrior name, so I was like, oh, whatever, we'll just call ourselves that then, and then, yeah. Yep, great book. Have you tried Thorns? Yeah, it sucks. I mean, we know about the Thorns Life Leech node. It's on Belly of the Beast, but I don't care about Thorns Life Leech on a unique. Thorns Life Leech on a unique is, that's whatevs. What do we do from here? Like, I don't know if I want to path up through here, get this armor stuff, grab this strength stuff, and then cut up here for the crit stuff. Or do I want to cut through here? But I don't think I want to cut through here. I don't know if we want brute strength yet. I kind of want to come up through... I don't know how I want to approach this. Because I don't... Do I want to go for Thorns crit right now? Started your Whirling Assault Titan? Hell yeah, dude. Whirling Assault's awesome. If you want just a really good build, you can play this whole league, man. Whirling Assault's it, dude. I'm going to be playing my Whirling Assault Witch Hunter all league. I'm going to be playing it all league. I know we're going to do rage stuff at some point, but not anytime soon. We're not doing block yet. We're not really doing armor break yet. There is life stuff here with Unbending and Behemoth. Those also would help Whirling Assault. I'm just gonna path through here. Whatever. We'll repath later if it's a bad path. Exactly, Jabuzi. So that's what my Whirling Assault Witch Hunter is for now. Obviously, you would get way more bang out of your buck with the Titan per usual. But yeah, I'll be farming with that character all league. Yeah, I think that's how I'm just going to, like, this league, I went in with Build Fever because I was kind of salty about the no endgame changes. So I was just like, I'm going to do fun stuff, and I kind of regret that. Like, I think no matter what on league starts from now on, I will do fun stuff as my league start, but I will always want to try and do a farming character as my league start. Because not, like, my first 2 characters not being farmer characters really slowed down my league start. Yeah, Thorns Bear is just not worth it, Travis. It's not worth it. You can get really tanky, but I think you can get tankier on Smith and on Titan. And the Thorns Bear attack's too slow for Thorns. It's just, your DPS is just shit. Thorns Shapeshift is unfortunately just not worth it. Like, yeah, if you wanted to force it, yes, of course, go Thorns Bear, have fun with it, you'll be super tanky, but in my opinion, it is currently bait. How do you break if you aren't Warbringer? You get, like, armor break skills. Or you use armor break support gems. Like, there's armor break 3, there's, what is the lineage support gem that does armor break and then makes you do extra chaos damage? There's that. There's resonating shield. There's armor breaker. Weapon swaps, you know. Lots of ways to break armor. Poison. Temple nearly made you quit the league altogether. I mean, I've had it bricked multiple times on multiple characters. Like, I've gone on a few crash outs on stream about the Temple. The Temple is, it is just untested, like... It's not even that it's undercooked. It is just, like... It is just so rushed, it feels. With, like, so many, like... How did we just now get a patch that let us get the Ziri boss room, the temple, to level 81? Like, how is that not in from the start? Did no one at level 90 playtest it? Of course, that's what it means. Like, there's a lot of those changes where, like, they've doubled the amount of the rewards. They've doubled the... Like, they have to change so much about it that it was, like, very obviously only tested for the campaign. I don't want to go on another temple rant. I'm sorry. No more temple rants. We've done plenty of them. And, like, to finish the temple rant, my biggest problem with it is that it always takes 6 maps per run. The difference between Temple and Delve. I like out-of-map content. I know that is controversial. A lot of people don't like out-of-map content. I like Delve, but the difference between this and Delve is, the further you progress in the Delve and the Atlas, the less you have to do mapping for it. Eventually, you only do like a couple maps, and then you're able to do Delve for like hours. But in this game, no matter what, it is 6 maps per temple run. And when you're getting into late game, if you're not playing a Dead Rabbit juicer build that clears maps in 2 seconds... You know, if you're doing hard tier 16s, you're usually not speeding through them. So 6 maps per temple run is a really long time. And a single temple run is like 15 minutes max, and it takes like 4 to 5 temple runs to get what you're wanting to do. It's just like, I have to do 30 maps to kill a Ziri. And that's if I don't brick my temple, which I've done a few times because I don't know what I'm doing, or didn't know what I'm doing. Still kind of don't. Yeah, exactly, Travis. What's Shattering Blow? I don't recognize that name, Froggy. What's Shattering Blow? Agreed, Jabuzi. Me and Miso are on the same thought process there that GGG rushed themselves into this 2-month release cadence. They were not ready for it. They felt pressure from the community lashback and felt desperate to get back to making PoE 1 content, which I get why. But they are not capable of this release cadence. We have not had Cute Dog on the podcast. It's hard to know if the PoE 1 content creators, if they fuck with me or not, so... You know. Oh, gotcha, Froggy. Hey, Merry Christmas to you, Addicted. Happy holidays, Happy New Year as well. But no, I like Cute Dog. I would love to get him on the pod. For sure. But no, he has not been on the podcast. Day, new build. What are you up to? We're playing Thorns. We're playing Thorns. Thorns, Smith a Katava. But we're doing Whirling Assault again. We're still on the Whirling Assault train. We're just doing it for Thorns. Hey, nice, Schmoko. I appreciate it, man, yeah. I felt really bad about, like, League starting Iron Ward and then swapping off it so fast, because, like, I felt like I abandoned people with that build, in a sense, if that makes sense, but, I feel like the follow-up Whirling Assault build was, like, it was worth it to reroll for. I've made, like, over 200 Divine farming on that build since I've made it, and, like, it's just my go-to farming character for the League now, so, yeah. I mean, yeah, I like Cute Dog. I think he's friendly with Rabbit. I mean, I have no issue with Cute Dog. To be clear, like, when it comes to the tourist stuff, like, I did not watch any of their, like, reactions to my reaction, right? Like, so, like, I don't know if Cute Dog ever reacted to it. I don't know his thoughts on it, you know? It's just, we don't, like, you never know who or what, like, you know. There are only 2 creators that I was told that I should never watch their reaction to my video for. So, like, I just don't know, like, how extreme some people feel about that. It's just, you know.
Yes.
Did I not talk to the count? I don't know if Cute Dog's a PoE 1 guy. For some reason, I thought he was one. Maybe he's not. I'm new to the community, so I don't know. Like, every day there's, like, PoE 1 creators that I'm like, oh, this guy's awesome. And it's like, oh, he's been making PoE 1 builds for, like, 7 years. So it's like, there's just so many creators out there.
Welcome.
Correct, Addicted.
Yes, and
The beast has grown too powerful. We can no longer contain it through mortal means. There was once an empire that embraced corruption.
It's funny, too. It's like Ben viewers are the most upset about the tourist stuff, but I wasn't even talking about Ben in the tourist video. I had a video that was kind of like the tourist video before where I was calling out PoE creators. It's still live on my channel. But in that video, I very specifically call out Ben as the exception to the rule. You know, I never, you know, in the tourist crash out video, I never actually, like, said any names except for, like, 2. So it was very easy for you to assume who I was talking about, but it is hilarious how some communities have gotten very, personally invested in it when they weren't even who I was talking about. I have not tried the Righteous Fire Roa build yet. Well, it's not even that, like, Ben is, like, chill or not chill. Like, in the video I'm talking about, I specifically say, like, Ben's the exception. Like, he is someone who, when I watch him play, he just seems like a mechanically gifted god. Like... But he's like one of the few people out there that like you can say that about. Like in the video I made where I like reacted to Benediction's video, like I didn't even know who half the creators were at the front half of the video. So like I didn't even know if Ben was at the front of that video or not. I don't know what he looks like, so... Was I going to Thorns skin? Or did I want to path up to get life stacking stuff? I'm pathing through here because I eventually want to get these nodes, I guess. Yeah, I reached out to Miso after that crash out and said, Cal better not go. It's a mistake. People get go. I mean, the only reason I didn't go was because of Miso and Rabbit. Well, first of all, the reason why, like, I almost left was just because of, like, I'm not trying to turn this into, like, the narrative or try and, like, shit, like, be like, woe is me, but, like, there was just an overwhelming amount of, like, racist hate that came. Like, there was just a very specific audience who gets offended by a brown person calling them a tourist. I don't think I need to say anything more. And if you go look at, like, the tourist video is unlisted. If you go look through those comments and you sort by, like, and you just look through the hundreds of them, there's some wild shit being said, and that's the shit that didn't get deleted or auto-moderated out, you know? I don't care about what any of the creators said. I wouldn't have made a video like that if I wasn't worried about, like, some creators hating me and clowning on me. It clearly just, like, obviously wasn't expecting that level of intensity from that video. Obviously, I regret a lot of what I said. I was an asshole during the video, you know. It was a stupid crash out. It was cringe as fuck. I delisted it for a video. Or for a reason as well, like other reasons as well, but yeah, it was also just hard to tell from my perspective, like when you're in the middle of it, like all you see is like you just see you see just so much negativity, and my biggest concern was if I stayed on the podcast, would like the podcast suffer because of it, like. Because the week that the tourist video came out, we lost Palsteron as a guest. For good reasons. I don't blame him for leaving that week. It was like, oh, okay, so we're just never going to get guests again, and if, like, I'm attached to the podcast, is that going to, negatively impact Miso and Rabbit's, like, careers, right? But, like, the entire time, Miso and Rabbit were like... They were just straight up, you're not leaving. You're not leaving. You're overreacting. Everyone's overreacting. This is ridiculous. So they are really the main reason I didn't leave, is because they were just like, no, this is crazy how hard this is blowing up. I mean, I get why it blew up as big as it did. It was a clown video, but yeah. A few creators definitely took it way too far. One of them was doxing my game dev studio and sending their community to give me negative reviews, which is crazy. They weren't even the person I was talking about in the video. But if you just thought it was a cringe video and you're like, you're an idiot, you know, that's fine. It was a cringe video and I'm an idiot. But yeah. I'm not trying to, like, double down on what I said. Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things was, like, the week before the tourist video dropped, we just had Darth microtransaction on. So it was just like, would we ever even get DM back on? Of course, we were able to get him back on, so that was a relief. But, like, that was one of the questions I immediately asked was, like, should I leave the podcast? Because would we be able to get DM back on? You know. Which creators will never be on the podcast because of it, etc. Those were all questions I had, but Miso and Rabbit were, like, never concerned with that, so. I mean, there was definitely some things I said was right, but I was delivering it in the worst possible way. Benediction phrased it best on the Try podcast. He said that he showed up, to the dumpster with gasoline, and then I showed up with a flamethrower. It doesn't matter if our intentions were good and there was, like, right reasons behind it. The way it was handled, you know, more so by me, but the way we both handled it was, of course, you know, a clown tier way. But I really liked how he, it wasn't a random crash out. It was definitely not a random crash out. That had been a year of watching, you know, just constant negativity. Being what was pushed as the narrative. I'm not saying everyone was always constant negativity, but you have to admit the clip channels completely changed their tone after Zizarin made his tweet. But that was in response to the Benediction video, not in response to my video, so just wanted to clarify that I'm not saying the cause and effect was because of my video. I'm just saying you can't say that there wasn't a negative perception consistently. How are you playing the armor break? There's lots of ways to armor break. We'll have to try a lot of them out. There's support gems that armor break. There's passes that armor break. You know, you can weapon swap. There's a lot of ways to armor break. Yeah, I mean, the meme will last, deservedly. But I don't know. The podcast is going great. I don't know. We've had great guests on. We've had King Kongor. We've had Captain Lance. We've had Alcohol. Every league I send GGG many emails begging them to let us interview Jonathan or Mark. Hopefully one day we get a dev interview on the podcast. Miso and I both have experience with dev interviews, so I'm sure at some point it should happen. But yeah, the whole point was the start of the conversation was Cute Dog. Yes, I would love to have Cute Dog on the podcast. I heard he is, yes, making insane amount of money in Val Temple. I need to figure out what he is doing, because I need currency bad, and my Witch Hunter would be great for farming Val Temple. Yeah, all my complaints with the temple are, did I get the thing I'm looking for? No, I'm not. I hate finding this shit in here. I'm so bad at tracking it. This is the spawn, so it's gonna be like there or there. Oh my god. He's following a template. I've been getting really good crafting bases from the temple rather easily. I mean, I'm not a player that like crafts or knows how to like handle crafting bases, so like that's not setups that I do great with. I'm more of like a raw currency kind of farm guy, or just like farm specific drops. Like that's why I like Sanctum so much. Sanctum is a really good farm, but Sanctum doesn't feel very good this patch to me. Am I wrong in that? I don't know how many people have tried Sanctum farming this patch, but Sanctum farming does not feel good to me this patch. I don't feel like I'm making great currency per hour. I feel like I'm getting way better abyss juicing. Where's the exit? Fucking finally. He's like a sheet or something from someone. He shows it on his stream. Check out his VODs out. Okay, yeah, I will. I'll definitely be checking his VODs out after stream. We'll probably be setting up the this character to like play for the next week or so, and we'll like try and get some real temple farming in and stuff. Like, because I assume like what I want this character to be. This might sound stupid, but like I have a hope that when the holiday break ends. We're getting 0.4. This might be copium, but I'm hoping in zero. Yeah, Whirling Assault does kind of suck on Zarok. But I'm hoping we're getting 0.4.1 sometime after the holiday break ends. And like copium is going to be good, and people are going to want to return to the patch and play builds. And because it'll be a long time since, you know, into the league, people usually like playing Thorns 3rd or 4th into the league, so I'm gonna, my goal is to spend the next week trying to get this character set up well and get an actual good leveling and endgame guide for it, so that anyone that returns for 0.4.1 could visit the build. But that is some serious copium. We did not get a good 0.1 patch last patch. All that changed was the towers, so we'll see what this 0.1 patch will be, but I'm coping. Okay, so we did Monkey, we did the Temple. Alright, tourist talk over. Back to the video game. Sorry, I said the T word. I did name this character KallTorak, by the way. Funny enough, as we're talking about the tourist stuff today. I haven't talked about it on stream for a while, and happened to be playing the KallTorak name. Can you break armor with Ravenous Storm? I heard you can, but I heard Ravenous Storm doesn't scale very well. Oh, so if you search Lo-Fi PoE 2, there's like an hour-long Lo-Fi PoE 2 track, and it just plays the same 3 songs over and over. I don't know what the, like, it's like the Clearfell song, it's the Manor song, and it's one other one. It's just an hour-long track. It's a Lo-Fi, it's just the Lo-Fi PoE 2 songs, though. That's why it's familiar. Like, the one you're hearing right now is Lo-Fi Clearfell, I think. Where the fuck's the exit? Oh, it's up here. Jesus. Alright, so we're 32. We get Atziri's Acuity next level. And then I don't think we get anything until 41. Yeah. See, that's my biggest concern, is just without the shield, you're missing 3 full teethings, so...
This feels hotter than the desert.
We'll see what happens late game. I mean, I don't think you're going to use Ravenous Swarm to armor break in late game. I've heard it's really bad. It would probably have to be, like, in range for a long time to break armor. I have not tested it, though, but what I remember from 0.3 was it was booty butt cheeks. And you're better off just getting armor break like a bunch of other ways. Booty butt cheeks. Yeah, I think we're just going to be putting all 8 of the Smith passives into armor points. Yeah, this should level us up to clear this group. Nope. Way wrong. I mean, there's lots of ways to break armor. Via support gems, via passives. There's lots of ways to break armor. Weapon swaps, like... Druid can do all of those. Druid has... And then Druid shapeshift skills have armor break built into them. There's like a gazillion ways to break armor. You use any of them. Yeah. I've scaled detonate dead builds before, yeah. You can use the +6 fire skills next for them and stuff. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna get Behemoth, because Behemoth is gonna help us when we get Whirling Assault. I'm really excited for Whirling Assault. Alright, we got it series on now. Slightly less Thorns damage, but we're gonna be like giga tanky. Except the ailments. Yeah, Detonate Dead you can put into, one of the reasons why you play Smith is so you could put Detonate Dead into Fire Spell on hit. It's like, was one of the only viable options for Fire Spell on hit last patch. Yeah, there's support gems, there's passives. And then there's the druid skill that lets you do it.
Your captured souls will suffer no longer. A disgusting weapon.
Like, unless you're talking about an aura that you just fart armor break, like, no, that doesn't exist into the game. But there are so many ways to passively break armor. Poison and corrosion, armor break 3, stun armor break, like pin armor break. There's a lot of ways to armor break in this game. But I don't understand what you mean by passive armor break. You never hit a button? Like, it sounds like you want Arctic Armor Poison Prolif armor break or something. Like, yeah, you could do that. But that doesn't sound very good. To just armor break. But, like, there's so many ways to armor break. There's so many. Like, just get this passive here. When you heavy stun, you break armor. Or you get, you know, look. Armor breaking is a very powerful skill. You can't just get it for free, you know? There's, like, you know, you have to invest into it. If you're not wanting to use skills like Resonating Shield or support gems, then there's, like, I mean, there's the Warbringer passive, but that's not doing any. You still have to do damage for that, though. I don't know what it just means what he means by passive armor break. Like, Warbringer isn't passive armor break. You have to, like, do skills. You have to do damage to break armor. Like, if he's wanting, like, to make Ravenous Swarm armor break, that's, like, an aura that armor breaks, but that wouldn't be good. It'd be, like, really slow, you know? Hell yeah, Wizard. Yep, starting my first Thorns character of the league.
Bright colors.
Yeah, I don't think, like,
Danger.
the only purely passive armor break you're gonna get that doesn't require you to take damage, so Wind Dancer or Arctic Armor, or doesn't require you to do anything, which is like any skill via armor break, the only thing would be a Ravenous Swarm, but that skill sucks, so I don't think you're getting truly, like, passive armor break without, like, and then Warbringer is not passive armor break. If you're like, unless you mean like idle reflect armor break, then, but that's technically doing something. You have to get hit, right? But I don't know. Like, most of the time, I just put a support gem in one of my skills, and that's how I get all my armor break. I mean, doesn't Whirling Assault have a good heavy stun build-up? I don't remember if it does. How does Thorns builds work? You have to get Crown of the Pale King. It makes your Thorns damage work on every time you take damage, you reflect. And then you just stack your Thorns damage as high as you can. I mean, there's no way to make your Thorns passively armor break unless you're playing Warbringer. What is Calgiri's arc? Infinite parry range? I mean, this just goes to show my ignorance with parry. I don't even know, like, I didn't even know parry had a range. Like, what does that mean? What does infinite parry range mean? How does parry even work? I guess is what I'm asking. I read this and was like, oh, okay, it already wasn't infinite? I didn't know that. It sounds interesting, but I would have to know how parry works to, like, want to potentially commit to that. What do you mean by 0 damage taken, parry, debuff, quill burst? What does that mean?
I can handle any challenge.
Parry fully negates? Like a 100% damage reduction? Like it completely negates the attack? What is this song? This is what it's what I said. It's the Lo-Fi PoE 2 track. It's from the Manor. This is the Count's Manor. No. This is the Count's Manor. This is the Lo-Fi PoE 2. Someone did a remix of all of the PoE 2 sounds, or 3 of the PoE 2 soundtracks, into a lo-fi format, or whatever you call it. And this is just the Count's Manor or whatever. There. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You fully interrupt most skills and attacks and take 0 damage. Well, you already read that. But 0 actual damage? I'm sure you're not using that for bossing, though. And I'm sure your Thorns damage is suffering a bit because of it, right? How many sockets can you get in this? Can you get 4? Can you get 3? How does parry work? What do you have to do to make it work? Is it just like block? You're just walking around and it just blocks stuff? Like, how does parry even work? I think I played with parry once in 0-2. It's like block, it just happens, so I'm literally just walking through the map like with block, and it's 100... Is it 100% parry chance? How does parry work? I genuinely have not played with parry except for like maybe day 1 of 0-2. That's how uneducated I am on parry. Where can I find the link to the Thorns Discord? It's usually in all of my video descriptions on any of my YouTube channels. or any of my YouTube videos. And I think it's pinned in my Twitch profile. I don't think it's in the live stream stuff for YouTube though. Are you having to, like, walk through the map, like, holding your shield, like, with Ray's shield up? Or, like, is it just automatically happening as you're walking? You need to be facing the enemy to an extent? Interesting. How parry works, you hold a block button default to enter defensive stance with your buckler. So it's like Ray's shield then. You don't need to release it, you hold the button constantly. You don't have any move speed penalty while you're parrying. It sounds cool, but it doesn't sound cool enough that I want to stop what I'm doing on this character to try it out. But it might be like something I try on the next character. Because, like, what I'm, like, I just don't imagine you're going to scale, like, you're going to want to do that versus Uber Arbiter. Because you'll be just giving up so much damage and stuff, but that seems like a fun mid-game option. Or to do, like, a meme build around. No, it's a really cool idea. I know you're not trying to convince me. I'm just, like, thinking out loud, you know? That's cool, it's just, I don't think I'm testing it on this character. It definitely sounds cool. I would need to play with Parry to know, but I'm really excited about my Whirling Assault Thorns character, so. But that is I wouldn't be able to do Whirling Assault with Parry. But
Two worlds comes to face the ultimate test.
we might test it out at least and do like a tech showcase, and I'll give you a shout out. Let me screenshot your name. This definitely sounds cool. It'll be my first. It'll give me an excuse to learn Parry, you know. It'll give me an excuse to learn Parry.
Our mere lightning descends.
Yeah, I remember using Parry a lot in 0-2 in the first few days when we were like experimenting with the Thorns options, and it was just like, oh, this is awful. It's worse than block in every way, and yeah, not using that. But when you say you take 0 damage, like, that has me wanting to, like, at least potentially visit a weapon swap for it. Like, if I'm doing Quarterstaff in weapon set 1, maybe I run that in weapon set 2. I just assume it's just so hard giving up rare shields. It's just so hard giving up rare shields. Rare shields give you so much stats, so much armor, and then raw flat Thorns damage. So it's just...
A drought for the thirsty.
it's tough always to give up the shield. And obviously I'm doing a Quarterstaff Thorns build, so I'm attempting to give up the shield here. But, are you running Prized Pain if you're building Heavy Stun? Have you tried Prized Pain at all? Yeah, I mean, I'll be looking for one of those. I'm going to be trying to get a 50% Thorns damage enchant on one of my bases as well. I have not done that yet, though. I'm also doing a weird Thorns build. I'm trying stat stacking. I'm gonna see how life stacking, stat stacking Thorns Smith of Katava does. You know, we're doing goofy shit here right now. But what you're doing too is pretty goofy. Parry is definitely goofy. It's weirder than Prized Pain Thorns, and Prized Pain Thorns is already pretty goof. You are running Prized Pain. I mean, you wouldn't need to super defense up if you could, like, sustain 100% uptime on parry to where you're, like, actually taking 0 damage. Either you're in deep concentration or I'm bored. Thorns leveling is something I've done many times, and I am excited to play with the new setup. So I am a little bit bored. I really want to just get level 41 so I can test the new Thorns build. So, a little bit bored, yes. I'm also a little bit tired. I did not get much sleep last night. It's a real yawn. But I am bored because I really want to play with Whirling Assault, and we don't get that for 7 levels. So no. Oracle's bait. Shapeshifts are bait. Shapeshifts have shitty strikes. You wouldn't even be able to use bear form, you'd be forced to wolf form. And then you can't use shields. You can't use shields while you're shapeshifted. But no, I think, oops, I need to go put this in. I think Oracle Thorns is currently bait. I mean, it's not bait. You'll have a good time with it, but the shapeshifters don't have good enough strikes. Like, the bear attack's too slow, and the wolf doesn't have all the defensive stuff that you'd want to be playing shapeshift Thorns for anyway, so. But no, Smith of Katava is arguably better for life stacking Thorns. Same with Titan. Does Plague Finger give Thorns an easy way to poison? I mean, kind of. Poison Thorns is whatever, though, unfortunately. But yes, it does. Oh, I just yawned twice.
We are only getting started. You can handle it.
But yeah, I think if you're looking for prolific, like some form of like ailment Thorns, though, you're better off with either. I mean, I need to wait and see if someone does Ignite Thorns this patch with the Ignite changes. But right now, Bleed Thorn's the best ailment Thorn. Am I dead? I gotta get armor break. I gotta start scaling Scavenge. Lightning Thorns isn't enough on its own right now. I mean, we're tanky as fuck, though. The life stacking tanky shit's definitely working. Like, I've just stood in everything, and I'm just holding right click, so we are true Thornin.
The skies belong to the first ones.
What level are you, wizard? It sucks it doesn't have any sockets, because I'd actually, like, it had some value if the spirit enchant, but it's very funny that my first fucking Thorns character of the league, we get a crown from this. Alright.
Your merits.
Alright, so we did the strength and the life. Okay, so we're definitely doing... I mean, we're just going to do as much regen as possible. So we'll get the life regen per second. We're life stacking. We already have 1,600 life, and we're only level 30-something. 33, I think. 34, forget. What do we want the other stat to be? We don't have a high armor right now. We're not really armor stacking yet. So the conversion stuff is like... Well, it's actually about to go up a bit, because we're getting about, what, 400 flat armor? So we'll go up a bit. Do I care about chaos damage right now? Do I care about elemental damage? Physical damage reduction? I mean, 25% of physical damage taken as fire damage is nice. We just don't have any elemental conversion yet. Being unaffected by ailments is nice, but we won't need that till end game. Let's do the Thorns damage. Let's do the Thorns damage. Whatevs. We'll end up swapping that, We'll end up swapping that at some point whenever we're less tanky, but right now we're tanky enough, so we'll just fucking Thorns damage it up. I mean, it sounds cool, though, you know. Wizard, it sounds cool. They removed the perfect timing needed for Parry? I don't remember how it worked. I do not remember how it worked.
These statues make me wary.
What level was it? 52? I mean, we'll test it out when we get to level 52. If there's, like, nothing clunky about it...
Steel yourself.
I don't know if you answered this one. Did you say there was a move speed penalty when you're using it? Alright, that's the last soul core we need. I just want level 41, guys. Then we get Whirling Assault, and we get to play new Thorns. There we go. We are so damn tanky on Smith and Katava. It is awesome. We are a beef boy. I wonder if I need to be using, how does it work?
Staggering palm can be used to stun an enemy with a nearly full stun.
Does it have more stun buildup?
Can be used to stun an enemy with a nearly full stun meter.
Well, I don't have anything that's building stun buildup. So I'm not armor breaking a lot.
Feel my wrath!
You thought Thorns was dead now? I mean, it took me 2 weeks of characters to finally play my first Thorns one, so... Definitely wasn't the most enticing build the league start. Oh right, I don't have the stun thing, duh. If you want to stun, use Wind Blast.
Wind blast knocks enemies away from you and dazes them. Dazed enemies are easier to stun.
Well, I'm just not doing a lot of physical damage right now, and my, like, it's just, I'm not benefiting from the strength stacking right now because none of my rings have, like, added physical damage, so I'm not, like, hitting hard physically to get, like, the armor break I need from Quill Burst. But we also don't even have the passive yet. I forgot I didn't even have it yet. Next level. No, 2 levels. I will have stunning. Like, I don't even know why I'm trying to stun right now because that won't even get me my armor break.
This seems like something Elva
But yeah.
would know about.
Yeah, I mean, Thorns has always been an amazing leveling character. Like, you're unkillable, it's fast, it's fun, but it just falls off an uber endgame. It did get a lot of changes this patch, though. Like, I think the AoE is going to be a lot better. This might actually be a good farming character. Especially if we ultimately swap to a Titan. Like, right now we're playing Smith and Katava, but if, like, Smith doesn't work out, or just like, okay, Smith was fun, let's swap it to Titan and do big things, because Titan does big things. Killing Palm of Thorns feels so nice. Yeah, I've always loved leveling quarterstaff Thorns. I've always preferred... Silly Lily's a big fan of the spear setup, but I've always preferred quarterstaff. You're basically forced to play spear in late game because of how rapid attacks works, but...
What is this size of soul core for?
Wait, doesn't Iron Ward do stunning too?
This should fit in the generator.
Maybe I need my next support gem to be Iron Ward. Yeah, more stun buildup. So maybe that's how I'm armor breaking.
Is it supposed to spark like that?
I Iron Ward for now until I get other armor break solutions. Just saw the title had to come by. We Thornin', man. How you doing, table? Happy holidays to you. Hope you're doing well. We are Thorning today. And probably for the next few days. You know, next week maybe. We might be trying to... My goal is to get a Thorn guide set up for anyone who comes back for the next patch. So, not like 0.5, but 0.41. I think there are a lot of people who are taking a break because of how the patch is feeling for them. But if the next, like, update, the 0.1 update, like, has some exciting stuff, they might come back. And if I have the Smith ready by then, you know, they'll check it out. They'll give them a good leveling character. Alright. Next level, we get stun breaks armor, and we can see we're building scavenge platings more reasonably then. I don't think I have the other core. I don't think it'd be up. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're all reaching that point where we're like, I think it's time for a Thorns character. So, have they said anything about 0.4.1? No. They're on holiday now, so they might not have even started the work on it. You know, we might be getting like a, you know, a post when they're back that's like, okay, we're back in the office, this is what we're planning, and then it won't come out for a few weeks after that. So we might not get 0.41.1 until mid-January, early February. I'm guessing mid-January, though. We'll see. Can you hop into Thorns Discord and link it to me in there when you have it uploaded? I don't know if you're in the Thorns Discord, but... okay. Now we go to Act 3. Infested Variants. I mean, yeah, exactly. Just in time for the frickin' PoE 1 patch, so it's just like... Well, the PoE 1 patch would be like... Well, actually, if it's 2 months after the... If it's actually 2 months after the 0. Damn, that's going to be early February. Yeah, so we would need 0.4.1 early January, and I don't know if that's happening. This is a league you'll try. It's fun. It is a silly time. You'll enjoy it. You should be able to follow my Warbringer guides reasonably well. It might need to be updated a little bit. I'll check it out soon, but this character is going to be awesome, too. It's going to be a new take on Thorns.
It still works.
I mean, that is a very common thing I'm seeing with a lot of my build-making friends. Is, they're already kind of done with the league. And, you know, it really just depends on when we get 0.41, but if we actually are getting a PoE 2 league in early February, mid-February, you know. I'm just doing it with quarterstaffs, Whirling Assault. I'm doing a strength life stacking Smith of Katava. Still Crown of the Pale King. Nothing's changed on, like, that front. It's just we're doing strength life stacking. Smith of Katava. And we're going to try Quarterstaff for as long as we can before we're probably forced to swap to Spear, but... Oh yeah, Iron Ward's definitely going to be breaking armor, I feel. We might need an armor break solution for bossing, though, but we'll see. Oh, no worries. At this rate, you know, I'll be playing with it by some point today. Might not be on stream, but I'll have messed with it, you know, within 24 hours, just to at least feel what it looks like. I'm just so tanky. I've never been this tanky, like, this early in the campaign. Like, Smith is crazy. Alright, our heavy stuns now break armor. We'll see if we're actually getting Scavenge Plating stacks. Yep. I knew Iron Ward would do it. Instant Scavenge Plating stacks. We're only at, like, level 5 Scavenge Plating, level 4. So we're not getting much armor and Thorns from it, but we can change that when we get to town. Yeah, that's very easy armor break. Yeah, this is really easy armor break. It looks like even my Thorns hits, just like not even using Iron Ward, is heavy stunning, so yeah. I forget who it was that said they were doing this. Who was it? Who was it that was saying they were using that passive for armor break? They said it just like instantly made it brain off, and it was like working. The 50% was deceptive on how it was breaking armor for you and shit. Forget who said it. I'll scroll up later so I can note it. What does Iron Ward do? Does it do Thorns? It like I have a whole Iron Ward build on my channel. I tried making a full Iron Ward build, but like, essentially you take damage, you mitigate it with armor, and it like lets you do a big kinetic burst, and it just has high stun buildup, so it just pairs well with this. Okay. Quick waterways clear. We're already 37, 4 levels from Whirling Assault, guys, and then the fun begins. I need to get rings with added physical damage, I think, because then I won't depend on barbs and burst for. Or burst for armor break. Yeah, water races suck. I mean, Iron Wards you have to get hit, and then you unleash damage. It's like Plague Finger. Let's go to Hideout. I need to do a currency exchange. I want Uncut Spirit Gem, level 10. Exalted Orb.
I'll post it right away.
Whip Gem, Scavenge Plating. No way there's that many people buying sport gems. That's just like rising up in price. Okay, Scavenge Plating. Hold on. What is that one? Lineage support gem. Blah. Not Delia's. Which one is it? This one. How much is it right now? 42 divine. Okay. Go figure. What are the other ones, though? Which Romans is 19. Well, Uhtred's Exodus is actually kind of cheap. 5 div is not that bad. Obviously, these ones are better because it lets you put prolonged duration and physical mastery in it. Like if you use this one, you can put prolonged duration and then physical mastery in it, to where you would get +4 levels on it. But this one wouldn't let you run prolonged duration, but it would get you +3 levels. Can't afford any of those right now, but they are on the list of things to buy. Okay, scavenge plating, physical mastery, scavenge plating, pro duration, iron ward, maybe you already asked, but did you consider Lunar Assault as main skill? What for, like, shapeshifts? The best skill for shapeshifts is just the basic attack for wolves, unfortunately. Hey, KallTorak, do you think Bear Thorns would be possible? Possible for sure. Is it as good as normal Thorns? No, though. I think Shapeshift Thorns is like... Unfortunately, with Thorns, it's always one of the issues. You can only put barbs and strikes. So, the only viable attack skills for shapeshifts for Thorns that are strikes are all dog shit. Except for one, which is the basic attack for Werewolf. Just their straight up auto attack. It is the only fast attacking strike they have. So, will Bear Thorns work? Will Werewolf Thorns work? Yes. It's just you're basically like you're limited in your DPS to where Quarterstaff Thorns and Spear Thorns are both better in terms of single target DPS. It's not necessarily bad. They can both definitely work, but you're not gonna do as well as you would like. You would do well enough, but traditional Thorns is going to be better, unfortunately. The shapeshifts, like, the amount you're getting from it, first of all, you're pigeonholed into playing Oracle if you're playing Shapeshift Thorns. You're basically forced to. You don't have to if you're not doing life stacking, but you're always life stacking with Thorns. So, and you can't get a shield. You can't get a shield when you're life stacking, or when you're shapeshifting. So shields are just massive for Thorns, especially in late game. It's not just about the blocking. The blocking's actually not what matters. Yes, I mean, we're all waiting for swords, yes. Whenever we get Duelist, it will be the happiest day for Thorns. I mean, I'm excited for axes, too. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of great axes that are strikes. And again, the reason I'm hyped right now is at level 41, we have never been able to use Whirling Assault for Thorns. Whirling Assault in the previous patches was unplayably dog shit. If you look at the gems, I showed this earlier, this is all the skill gems that are strikes. These are the viable skills that you can use for Thorns. And I have tried basically every single one of them, except for Whirling Assault, because that's how bad Whirling Assault was in previous patches. Just fucking awful. So this is the first time we get to use Whirling Assault as Thorns, and what's cool about it is if you've seen any Whirling Assault build, not just mine, but any of them that are out there, there's a lot of really good ones, especially on Titans. The AoE radius is insane. Thorns has always had bad AoE, so I'm genuinely very excited to hit level 41 and play Whirling Assault Thorns. I know there's a lot of lure with like the shapeshifts and stuff, but I tried them when I leveled my first character, my Iron Ward character. I leveled the campaign with Thorns just to like test the shapeshift Thorns, and you're really forced into playing Werewolf. Which the biggest thing I wanted to play what Shapeshift Thorns for was to be bear form, right? Like the idea with Shapeshift Thorns is I want to be an unkillable bear, but the bear strikes are just so slow. The bear strikes are just so slow. Oh yeah, my Thorns damage is way better now. That was cool. Have you thought about doing Bramble Slam Thorns? No, I don't like that kind of shit. I don't like Caltrops. Like, I don't like hazard builds. I'm not a fan of hazard builds, personally. Caltrops, Bramble Slam, all that stuff I'm not a fan of. No, I don't like I don't like the hazard stuff. When I'm playing a Thorns build, like I'm playing it to, you know, do the you get hit to deal damage back at them silliness. Oh, we did not go to where we wanted to go. We're at fucking Aswild. What is it putting our armor at with scavenge plating? Nice, 1600. Whirling Assault was booty for Thorns before. The radius was too small, and it was clunky to use. It was not a good Thorns skill before. But now it's it's like an S tier Thorn skill potentially. I've never done like a true Flicker Strike build before, so I've never like leaned into power charges myself. Oh, I mean, yeah, like I say it all the time. The only reason I ended up playing Thorns in PoE 2 is because PoE 2 didn't launch with Cyclone. If it launched with Cyclone, I would have only ever played Cyclone builds. I'm always a spin the win guy. Alright, let's get Behemoth now, as well as the increased area attack. Let me across. By the way, on my Witch Hunter, I figured out how to solve the stuns. Not the stuns. The bullshit, like how you're accidentally sprint when you're just spam dodge rolling on it. I got rid of Herald of Ash, and I added a Wind Dancer. And when you get hit with Wind Dancer, you don't get sprint stunned. It's like a layer of defense. And since I added in Wind Dancer, that like buffer window, like, you know how when I was showing the clips on stream, I was getting sprint stunned while in the middle of attack animation, so there was a clear desync there? Wind Dancer, I guess it puts up just like this weird immunity frames or something, where you're not getting stunned anymore, or like you're not getting sprint stunned, like for a second or two after you reflect with Wind Dancer. So since I swapped to Wind Dancer on the Whirling Assault character, I'm not getting that fucking desync sprint shit anymore. Wind Dancer, like, is really nice for fixing that problem, funny enough. Is there a link POB for the plan? Nope. We raw dogging it, boys. Yeah, it is very much a different skill from the in-game preview. A lot of skills are like that. A lot of skills are very different from the in-game previews.
I'd sooner take your head.
We need that armor break. Yeah, we gotta figure out armor break for bossing. What do I have in Tempest for? I do have armor break 3. We just need more physical damage. I just gotta get like physical damage on rings. And that might help with our armor break. Let me try.
This looks like exactly what I need.
This looks like exactly what I need. Alright, let's try and get some, Interesting, Wizard. I mean, I'll be testing it at some point. We'll see what weird shit happens. Okay. I want to, what was I gonna buy? Oh, I was gonna buy rings.
Don't ask where I found it.
What's DDU? Am I about to get D's nuts? What level am I? 38. These might be too expensive. Oh, we're fine. Why is this only in desecrated modifiers? We'll see if this helps out with the Pillar of the Cage God armor break stuff. We'll get 2 rings like this. Yeah, whatever. Display driver uninstaller. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I'll screenshot that. At this point, I'm trying basically anything to fix the crashes. So. Alright, let's see if that helps at all with the armor break. I don't know if it will. Tactician gets deflection based on armor. Yeah, forget which. That's the name of the ascendancy. Okay, so now we are killing a fire boss. Yeah, fire boss. Yeah, I'll try it out, Salter. At this point, I am trying anything. The video worked for me. Interesting. That is a lot of stun buildup. But, that is a lot of stun buildup. But my interest is peaked. My interest is peaked because, if it's actually just like... Yeah, it seems interesting. If you can solve that stun threshold problem, I think there might be something there. That might not be this character thing, though. That might be a different character that I lean purely into that build. So, like, after this character's done, we respec it to a Titan or something. Then I'll have to play with it, too, to see how it feels. I'm not super interested in that as a bossing technique, though the technique that you're showing, how it just, like, fucks with the AI, is pretty hilarious. The problem is you don't want to fuck with the AI depending on what it's, like, boss it is, because you want them to do certain attacks. But that's worth, like, at worst, exploring. You know, just to, like, do it, like, just to learn for future patches, because maybe there's a world. Parriers and Mago Barrier were also, but Mago Barrier sucks now.
Terrifying wonders.
Trying to find, like, the use case for that. Like, what would you do? Avatar of Fire Thorns, Parry, Magma Barrier to get exposure. I ain't burning. I got negative fire res. Can't full not leech that. There we go. Goodbye. Hit me! Quit avoiding the inevitable! He had to do this again.
I do not fear the fire. It is mine to shape.
Vile ingenuity never ceases to amaze. That sun is an
What level are we? 38, guys. We are almost to Whirling Assault level.
symbols for blood and wait, no. It's not a blood offering, it's someone of vile blood. Perhaps if I it worked. Now this is truly something. The apex! It's opening! Goodness me! We're back in
There's
the
the cynic
encampment.
this group needs for survival.
And any...
In particular, stay.
Damn. Has anyone tested Avatar of Fire Thorns yet? People keep asking if the new Thorns Ignite stuff is good, but I haven't tested it yet. Because if you can actually get big ignites via Thorns, that'd be awesome. But I'm skeptical on that. Well, they reworked Ignite this patch. I just don't know what the reworks did. But everyone keeps saying they reworked Ignite, and if I tested it, and I haven't. Ooh, we already got the heart.
Corruption beats within this heart.
Two levels to go. And then we can start Whirling Assault. We'll probably still be doing Killing Palming for mobility, but Whirling Assault will be most of our clear and our bossing.
Which one of you is a Val blood?
Why, that was me, of course.
It depends on the skill. I mean, Thorns can hit really hard. You can get Thorns hitting for over 100,000 with crits. So, like, Thorns can technically do big hits. You're not going to do, like, a million hit per Thorns, but you can get over 100,000.
Sharpens the man. You will fall.
You can use the edge of the room whenever they're, like, in attack mode to get yourself Thorns procs. Stuck right there.
You are nothing but a locust.
See how I can farm Barb's procs off the edge. I don't have any Thorns Druid builds set up, no. All of my Thorns builds are not for Druid. Unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the Druid starts like not in the best start, so if you don't have like an Anoint, you're going to be struggling without Thorns Leech. You know, the tree's not much different from the Warbringer and Titan pathing, it's just you're starting to the left of it, and you got to like just force yourself over to the crit stuff and then path up to the, Hey, nice, congrats on Viper. Hopefully you can corrupt it to 4. Because if it's not 4 or fewer, it ain't worth it. It dropped on 4? Oh, nice. Easy peasy. I didn't know what the drop rolls were. I don't think I've ever gotten a Restricting Command as a drop. Alright, almost level 41, guys, and then we get Whirling Assault. Yeah, but Corrupting Viper to 5 doesn't do anything anymore, as far as I understand. Like, Corrupting Viper to 5 it's like, it doesn't matter anymore. They changed, from what I understand, they changed Surround to where you always need at least one enemy around you for it to work. So Corrupting to 5 is not important anymore, from my understanding. I could be wrong, but that's just what I heard. I think from Miso. So if that's wrong, blame Miso. But I think it's right. I don't see anyone rocking 5s anymore. Is there a Pathfinder Thorns build using poison to restore armor? I mean, would that work? Yes. Would it be good? Probably not. Like, it'd be good enough, but you know. There's like way better ways to solve armor break than poison, you know. Poison Thorns does kind of work, yeah. I've done Poison Thorns builds in the past on Pathfinder and Chayula Monk, but you know, I think you're better off with Warbringer, Titan, or Smith still. Alright, one more level and we get Whirling Assault. So like Thorns in general is always good until you get to red maps. Like once you have Thorns set up, it's pretty hard for Thorns to suck. The problem is Thorns falls off when you get to juiced content. If you're talking about doing fully modded Waystones with 3 tablets, juiced Abyss maps, Thorns has always struggled with that. So like, can you do Thorns Poison Pathfinder? Sure. Can you do Thorns Shapeshift Werewolf? Sure. But there's a point where you're going to be dying a lot. When you start doing like the non-normal stuff for Thorns, like Thorns is already not normal. You have to kind of just like lean into how they've set it up to be played. Unfortunately, like yes, Poison Thorns works, but the investment you put into Poison Thorns will sacrifice you so much defenses and flat, like just physical, like raw damage with the Thorns hits that you're ultimately going to be doing a lot less damage and then ultimately being a lot less tanky. And our damage has never really been the problem with Thorns. It's always been survivability. But Smith is a lot tankier this patch. And then Titan's going to be really good as well if you just did life stacking Leech. Correct minimum 1 enemy, yeah.
I'm not here for you, fool.
Does Rage benefit Thorns? No. Can Rage benefit a Thorns build? Yes. But does Rage benefit Thorns in its damage? No. You would do Rage stacking for, like, armor and shit. But you wouldn't use it, like, for how you use Rage normally, which is attack damage scaling. Thorns isn't an attack, so... But can you slot Rage into Thorns build? Yeah. Is Plague Figure still 3 div this patch? Probably still expensive. Oh, I should have tried tanking that. Who are you aiming at, dog? Let's see if we can eat this. I might die. Oh, no, we are so tanky. Holy shit. We're like negative res. Smith is crazy. Okay, that actually hurt. We need the butt laser. We need him to do butt laser. Butt laser is the best way to kill this dude. You can use these lightning attacks to get barbs and sacks. Yeah, we gotta solve armor break. I'm not doing enough physical damage with my current setup. Pillar of the Cage God is not working like I would hope. So we're gonna definitely need to solve armor break for bossing. Mapping armor break's fine. We're armor breaking constantly now. But for boss, is my dead? Nope. Trying to get him to do the butt laser, but he's not doing it. Here we go, finally getting the butt laser. Butt laser is the best way to kill this fool. And he decided to wait forever to do it.
All I've done, all that I sacrificed.
Your people cannot be saved. History is already written.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good ways to do Thorn stuff with Rage. But Rage, as its effect, increases attack damage that does not scale Thorns. Like I said, there's lots of ways you can use Rage in your build. Like right here, you gain 1% armor for every Rage you have, which makes you super tanky. But Rage as a mechanic increases attack damage. Thorns is not an attack. So, when most people ask, does Rage impact Thorns? That's what they're asking. Is does it increase your attack damage? Or does the attack damage scaling increase Thorns? There's quite a few ways to make, you know, Rage impact damage and stuff, but... and survivability. We will be Rage stacking on this build, but we will be doing it for armor.
What is happening?
Oh, we're almost at Whirling Assault level. We're almost at Whirling Assault level. Just hit my mic. Almost there. Man, I'm tired. I also have the reverse knockback gloves. I was thinking about using Whirling Assault as a blender to pull everything in and like do some like funny Thorns blender shit, but I don't think we can use those gloves, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't do the heart. I didn't sacrifice the heart. Where am I going? I need to teleport to the next area so I can find the place to stab the heart. I forgot to do that. I also don't know if I got the sisters. I don't think I did sisters either. I was on autopilot earlier. We might have missed sisters. Where's the sisters of the Sharmacher? Yeah, we didn't get the sisters. I'll have to get those too. We'll do the sisters later. Lightning res can wait, but we want the passives now. Be over here.
Feel my wrath. A place of savagery.
Okay, passive points acquired.
Brutality.
All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. I am starting to get hungry. I will have to go get something to eat soon.
Welcome. Where to? Raise the sail. Arrived.
Let's go.
Almost there. Level 41. We get Whirling Assault, and we get to finally try the new Thorns style.
Be wary here. Kinfolk are
Just trying to level up right now. Boom. Alright, so barbs 2. Burst. Magnified. Rapid attacks.
They are mining this substance. For what purpose? This poor man. There is little honor in such a death.
I can get behind that. Monk's better for Thorns than Titan Warrior? No. I don't think there's anyone on the planet playing Monk Thorns. That's crazy. I tried Chiula Monk Thorns in 0.2, but no. I'm on a Warrior right now. This is a Smith of Katava. I mean, come on. That clear is pretty good, guys. We need to get the maps with this when we're getting hit by a lot of stuff. Look at that. When you actually get hit and you get barb stack up. This has some potential, y'all. Is my meme idea actually going to be decent? We need to get blood pack soon. The mana cost is going to be a problem fast. Doesn't this guy just give a rune now? Watch. Like, you can just kind of, like, spin through stuff, and there's enough projectiles hitting you, like, you're just... I can get behind this. I'm pretty sure this guy just gives a rune now.
This doesn't look good.
It does suck that you're moving when you're using it for single target. Because you might move out of place. Is there a way to, you can't lock yourself in place for it. I mean, it gets all the hits per second, so, like, in terms of Rapid Assault, it might actually be better than Rapid Assault. Because there's no, like, it might be better than Rapid Assault in terms of, like, hits per second. Honestly. We just need to solve the mana problem of it right now. Yeah, it's just blank runes now. I forgot what he gave. I knew it wasn't the passives anymore. I just wanted to make sure it was just a blank rune. Well, Whirling Assault's definitely going to be nice. Especially if you played it on a Titan. And I do still want to try the reverse knockback gloves. Those are very high on my list of things to touch. Test. We really just need to fix armor break, because armor break's a bit awkward. Which we can solve many ways for bossing. Weapon swaps, such like that. I do want to try the pull-in gloves, the reverse knockback gloves still. I think there might be good here. At least while in the early maps. Well, I saw someone in 0.3 do a decent reverse knockback build with Corrupting Cries, or Cries. Was it Seismic Cry? Yeah, you still might be better off with Tempest Flurries for single target, but at least for mapping, Whirling Assault does feel like almost immediately good. And our AoE's not even that big. Because I'm sure this has a horrible strike range compared to like some of the rare quarterstaffs. So I imagine we're going to be swapping to a rare quarterstaff when we get to endgame. I mean, Titan's the best at an endgame, for sure. We're talking about math, but There's a lot more important things like feel comfort, like, you know, how cheap it is, etc. There's an argument that can be made for all 3 warrior classes. Alright, we're pushing 2,000 maximum life. And we're like really, like, the fact that we have this much maximum life at level 42. Like, I remember playing Thorns characters in 0.1 with this much life. Is this looping back to the front? I can't tell. No, this is the boss. Does physical on weapon matter for Thorns? Not really. You want to get, like, it depends on the build you're doing. Like, we might want a high damage weapon for this build. But really, you just want, like, stats. And, like, mods that you look for on, like, weapons is, like, gain % of damage is extra damage. Hit me. The AI on this boss always sucks for Thorns builds. He cannot hit you at all. Yeah, we gotta fix armor break on bosses. Because without scavenge plating, our damage is just pretty low right now. We're missing out on a lot of Thorns damage right now, like a lot. We probably need to replace Mega Nords at this point, to be honest. We get a lot of flat Thorns from Mega Nords being replaced. And of course, we're missing a lot of flat Thorns from not having a shield, which is the downside of the quarterstaff style. So. But the reason we went Smith was to be unkillable, and clearly that is playing out. So damage gets solved with, like, gem levels and maintaining scavenge plating. When we're at a level 27 scavenge plating, Thorns damage isn't going to be a problem. We just got to make sure we can live through Uber Arbiter one-shots. There we go. But yeah, for weapons, it doesn't really matter what you use. That's why I'm doing just like this silly ass Pillar of the Cage God. I should try out Matsya though. Let's slot in Matsya real quick. Most of the Thorns uniques are cheap if you're getting cheap versions of them, which cheap ones will go far enough for you. Where did I put my Matsya? Work. I forgot that's how it worked. Okay, so let's get Thornskin 2 then. Yeah, forgot you had to do it like that. Okay. Let's test Matsya for the next area. It makes the stat stacking a little less important, but we're not stat stacking for price pay or for Pillar of the Cage God anyway. We are stat stacking for life. So,
Yes.
all right. Next area we just did Isle of Kin. Let's go to Wakapanano. Well, I don't have a support gem on me, but when I'm in town next, I'll check brittle armor. I don't know what it is. You can do Oracle Shapeshift Thorns. They won't be as good as normal Thorns, but you could do it. Okay. It needs to be... That'll help. Does Iron Ward's damage scale? Kind of. I've got an Iron Ward build on my channel you can check out. I definitely like the increased attack speed from Matsuya. The faster attacks does feel nice. The fuck, was I really supposed to go up that way? Because this is going to be a dead end down here for sure.
The island bears its role.
Yep. I'm definitely like Whirling Assault for Thorns.
What happened? Where have the people gone? Heal yourself!
You can't Giant's Blood with a quarterstaff. But no. I will not be Giant's Blooded. Even if I was playing maces, you know. But Giant's Blood is limited to axes, swords, and maces. Do we get the area attack stuff? Make our swang bag. Make our swang bag. Yeah, why not? I mean, you can join the Thorns Discord and post it in one of our we have a channel where people show off their ideas. You can just go post it in the Thorns Discord. I have an entire section for that. For people showing off their ideas.
This big is no exit. The singing stopped. That's no comfort.
We gotta solve the mana too. If you just go click on any of my videos I post, the Thorns Discord is in all of the video descriptions. That's probably not in the live stream description. I need a new mana flask, lol. I'm still using the base Act 1-1. Ah.
These aren't statues. They're people.
Boss time.
My beloved. You will join them.
Oh, I did not put that ring on. I never had the second physical attack damage ring on. Silly me.
You fed on my kin. Now choke on their fury.
Damage definitely looking good. Oh yeah, Whirling Assault. Yeah, I put on that that ring, and that made Whirling Assault just break armor so much faster. Now we just need to get Exploit Weakness into something. Yeah, this is gonna go the distance. Yeah, no problem, Pop. Oh, I just posted in there and I'll check it out.
And it will last forever.
We have little channels you create where you can like show off your build or whatever. Yeah, I'm very hyped for Whirling Assault. Like, it just depends on if we can, if we'll be okay without the shield. The shield is a bunch of stats, and the shield is 3 extra runes of tithing. That's 3 to 300 lightning thorns damage. So you're giving up a lot when you don't have a shield. It's not even about block. Like, I know everyone's like, oh, block is so good. No, no, no. It ain't even about the block. No way you're about to phase again. There we go. And our damage is significantly better when we have armor break, so... okay, this area is done. I need to go... I need to go get a support gem. We need Exploit Weakness in a palm skill so we can remove armor break on bosses. So we put Exploit Weakness, which removes armor break. And that goes in Killing Palm. All right.
Good day. Where to?
All right, so those 2 areas are done. Set up Shrike Isle. Shrike Isle's short and easy. One map. And after this one, I probably need to go get something to eat. So I'll go make a sandwich or something, heat up something. And then we'll continue leveling.
I'm on it. What's your step? I left in a canoe before I was even old enough to run the Isle of Shrikes. Because of that, in the eyes of the Kadui, I'm not a man. I didn't pass the test.
It's funny how playing this is just like, man, I just want to go play my Witch Hunter. That's how much I love Whirling Assault like as a normal skill. It just feels so good. Can I use this yet? I need level 46, I'm 44. Like, Whirling Assault's just great now. Like, it's really nice just blending with Thorns right now.
My ancestors hunted here. Now, so do I.
Does flat Thorns damage work with Bramble Slam? No.
Suckerwell would never allow such a creature in disguise.
Appreciate you. I don't know about Messiah. That's Snoobe territory. But I am a Thorn something. Thorns tour guide. Okay, then we can use Killing Palm to refresh armor break. So yeah, we can actually have good scavenge plating stacks on bosses now. What is he? Are you bugged? What is happening? What is happening? I need to be hit to deal damage. This actually bricks my build. Oh, there we go. We're back. I don't know what that was, but it was a thing. Yeah, the bosses are learning. They have AI adaptive AI learning. They're figuring Thorns out, guys. That's funny. Oh, look, another spirit gem. Alright, we gotta talk to Makai. Mataki Kai, whatever his name is. That's funny. They found the counter to Thorns.
Good thing our patron here. Why do I get you covered? All right.
Thorns guide. The Thorns guide. Why can't I go to AFE Corner? Oh right, I got Cell there, duh. I don't have the waypoint. We're not doing IFE in Akora yet. We still have Prison, Aristas, Kedge Bay. We'll go to Kedge Bay. I need to get something to eat though, so I'm gonna go AFK. I'm hungry. I will be back. Okay, sorry guys. Actually, I am going to be ending the stream there. I need to go to do dinner, so I won't be able. It won't be a short AFK. I will probably be streaming later tonight again. So I might be live in a couple hours to push this character further. If not, I'll be live tomorrow. If I don't see you guys though, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Keep enjoying your Path of Exile journeys. Keep making fun builds, everybody. But yeah, I'm gonna break there for dinner and stuff. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.